If you're planning your trip to Vietnam, you might need a visa. So in this video, I will show you exactly how to apply for one. I did it already twice, and in both cases, I was approved within just 5 days, never rejected. I will share my screen and walk you through the process step by step so you can follow along and do it correctly for the first time. I received a lot of questions under my recent video about my visa situation in Vietnam, so don't worry, I got you covered. I will answer all of them, all your concerns, explain carefully every step in this complicated process. So let's dive into it. Okay, if you type in a browser Vietnam visa, the first website is gonna appear is this one, Vietnam National Electronic Visa System. So this is the only official government website that you can use to apply for Vietnam visa, e-visa, tourist e-visa. It's evisa.gov.vn. And if you go a little bit down, there is some information here. It's valid maximum 90 days for single or multiple entries. Here it's showing the prices, $25 for single entry visa and $50 for multiple entries visa. And here we have a list of the countries that don't need a visa, the exempt list. So if you go and see details in the list, this is what's gonna appear here on the screen. So for example, if you are from US, Australia, for sure Portugal, you are not on this list, unfortunately, and in such, you will need to always fill this tourist e-visa, no matter how long you're gonna stay in Vietnam. But for some other countries, like mine country, Poland, we are on this list since few months actually. Poland Republic, and we have exception to stay up to 45 days without need of this tourist e-visa. So check the list. If your country is on this list, you might not need it. Depends how long you want to stay in Vietnam. So if you're coming to Vietnam for just 2 weeks and you are from Poland, you don't need to fill any visa. You will get a visa stamp on your passport upon arrival to the airport in Vietnam. But if you want to stay longer, then you have to fill this form that I'm gonna show you right now. So in order to do it, you need to just click Apply Now. Here you need to confirm those boxes. Next. And here the fun part starts. So the tricky point is with the picture. You need to upload here a photography of yourself that is not the same photography as in your passport, but it has to match somehow the photo from your passport. So you don't upload photo from your holidays with sunglasses, of course, because here you have on the top what's required. So the photo should be newly taken. Photo size is 4:6 centimeters, so you can crop it in Canva. JPEG format, size is less than 2 megabytes, straight face, no hat, no glasses, formal clothes, and white background. I'm gonna show you an example of my photo that I'm using for visa, and it always works. My photo, I have it saved here. So this is a photo I took once for some document, and it worked twice for me for my visa. So this is how it look, and I'm gonna upload my passport. Okay, I uploaded my passport and I have a match of 70%. This is a very good result, but I saw on another YouTuber video that he had only like 58% match and it still worked. So don't worry about it much, but if it's match and it's green, it means it most likely will be approved. If not, then make sure to take another photo. You can even take a selfie. Just make sure to match more or less your passport photo. The next step is to fill out all your personal information under point 1. So you need to put your surname, your middle and given name. Here, as you can see, is already suggesting my name and my middle name because I already filled the visa application before. But if you're filling it first time, make sure to type it correctly, that is matching your passport. And in my case, I have a Polish surname with Polish letters. And when I put it here, the Polish way, it didn't match. I got a notification saying that it only can be Latin letters. Then you have to fill here your date of birth. Make sure that you follow this format, which is day, month, and a year. Because in US, it's opposite. It's a month and day. So if you are from US and you are used to the other format, be careful here, just to make sure that the date of birth you're putting here is the same as in your passport. It has to match, because if it doesn't match, they will reject your visa and then you have to do it again. choose your sex, and all the fields, as you can see here, red asterisks, are mandatory, so don't skip it. Nationality, so I'll put my Polish one. Identity card, you need to put the same passport number in this field that you have in your passport that you're gonna travel with, the one you uploaded, the photography of it. Email, put your email address, because for this email you receive updates about visa process, and if it's approved you also receive an email saying that your visa was approved or rejected. Also via email they will say what you need to correct. Then tick this box that you agree to create account by email, so you create automatically account in this visa, and after you can check your visa application process in this thanks to this email. Religion, it's mandatory, this box, so put whatever religion you want. Place of birth, I put here my city where I was born and / the country, and you re-enter the email again. Now you have to answer those 3 questions. So have you ever used any other passports to enter into Vietnam? In my case it's no, but I think this question is if you are recently in Vietnam, let's say within the last year, on a different passport, then you will have to fill this information here. Do you have multiple nationalities? Yes or no? And violation of Vietnamese laws? I hope not. The second point is required information. Here is very important because you choose here if it's either single entry or multiple entry. Single entry will allow you to enter Vietnam once for 90 days, and within this period you can't leave Vietnam and come back. And if you are planning within those 90 days in Vietnam to go somewhere abroad, let's say to Thailand or Bali for a few days or a few weeks, and then return to Vietnam within those 90 days period, choose multiple entry, but this one will cost you $50, and this one is half price, $25. And then the date when you want to have the grant visa valid from. So in my case, when I first arrived here, I arrived on the 5th of June 2025. So I put here the 5th of June. It's the same format as before, so date, month and year. And here you will put the date that is exactly 90 days from this 5th of June. So in my case it was end of August, I think it was 1st September. So I put it here. And if you put the date after, let's say 2nd September, it will bring you here a notification saying it's more than 90 days, so please correct. So you need to calculate it exactly 90 days, and you can choose your visa to less than 90 days, but not more to 90 days, because then it will not let you go to the next step of review application form. Going forward, passport information is the point number 3, very important information, so put your passport number, the issuing authority, the type. For most people it's gonna be the ordinary passport, date of issue of your passport and expiration date. Easy. Everything, make sure it's matching correctly with what you uploaded above in your passport photo. The question, do you hold any other valid passports? In my case it's no. I don't know about you, but make sure to fill it correctly. The 4th point, it's the contact information. So it's a permanent residential address. You know, some of you might have an address on your passport, some put the same address here. In my case, in my Polish passport, I don't have an address there, so I put the address where I'm registered. Contact address is the same I put, and telephone number, I put my phone number. And emergency contact, here put the name of someone, I don't know, your parent, your spouse, the address of this person, telephone number of this person for the emergency contact, and relationship, either it's your mom, dad, sister, brother. Occupation, here as you can see all this section is non-mandatory, but you can put here unemployed or student or official, employee, businessman, depends what you're doing. And the point number 6 is information about the trip. So purpose of the entry, it will be always a tourist. Intended date of entry, put the same date as you put above in the section number 2. Grant visa valid from, it's when you are arriving. If you already have your flight tickets and you know you're gonna come here, let's say 1st of December, put here 1st of December. Intended length of stay in Vietnam, so here I would put 90 days. phone number in Vietnam. If you don't have yet your phone number, Vietnamese phone number, you can put here just the phone number from the hotel that you're planning to stay at the beginning or your Airbnb. You can find it on Google. And in this field, you can put address of the hotel you are planning to stay. Even they gave you here an example of the name of the hotel and the address. So in my case, the first week being in Vietnam, I stayed in this place called La Home Villa Apartment, which is very close to the beach, very nice place and cheap. So I put this name of the hotel, province and city, it's Da Nang, and Vard commune. So this one you can see here in the address on the Google map. 03 Von Cha, it's the address of the street. Prong Mai and Son Tra. Son Tra is a Vard commune, so it's this one. Son Tra. You can choose it from the drop-down list. You have only limited to the Da Nang city, these Vard communes. So maybe add some more information like this 103 Vonya Phone here next to this, the name of the apartment. Vietnam, Da Nang, Son Tra you can remove. Just keep the street number. Oh, you see, only Latin characters allowed. So it's the same with my surname. It's only Latin allowed, so let's put like this. Okay. An intended border gate of entry. For me, it was Da Nang International Airport. Intended border exit also Da Nang. And here, if you're planning to rent apartment for longer, like I'm doing, you have to tick this box saying committed to declare temporary residence according to the provisions of Vietnamese laws. Because then the visa confirmation you're gonna send to your landlord and the landlord will show this to police. So there is a proof that you are living here. If you don't do it, I think that might be an issue. By the way, if you're applying for the 90-day visa because you want to rent an apartment here, I just uploaded a video where I show 2 apartments I rented in Da Nang. Both are about $300 a month, 5 minutes from the beach with a rooftop and sea view. So if you're curious how to find a place like that or what you can get for that price, I will leave the link below. Then another 3 questions we have here below. So the first question is about if you are coming here with some travel agency, I guess you have to fill here the information, name of hosting organization, telephone number, address and purpose, okay? If you are coming alone like me, without travel agency, put here no. If you've been in Vietnam in the last year, you need to put yes and put the date from when were you here from and when did you leave Vietnam and the purpose. If you are coming to Vietnam first time, just put no. Do you have relatives who currently reside in Vietnam? I guess no. And the point number 7 is about the child. So basically, if you have a kid that is coming with you and this child is below 14 years old but has his own passport issued, you have to fill a separate form for this kid with his own passport. But if your child doesn't have passport, is let's say 6 months old and doesn't have yet his own passport, you can add your child here. I received one question from one lady under my recent video asking if she can add here while applying for a visa her partner, her boyfriend or husband, but of course not, you can't, only child under 14 years old. So I advised her that her partner needs to fill the form for himself separately, or she can fill for him, but it has to be a second form, a new one, and you have to pay for it another $25 or $50. So unfortunately you can't do for 2 people, you have to do it for each individual separately. And the last point here is about trips, expenses and insurance. Intended expenses in USD, just put a couple thousand of dollars. I put here $3,000 in USD and it was fine. And did you buy insurance? This point is very important. You should put always yes, and you should purchase a travel insurance before arriving to Vietnam. I recommend to purchase Safety Wing. It's around $56 per month and honestly it's worth every cent. It doesn't just cover medical emergencies or hospital visits, but also things like lost luggage, delayed flights, stolen phone, etc. All those unexpected situations when you travel. So if you want to use the same I'm using, I will leave the link in the description below so you can sign up from there. And if you don't have travel insurance, they will reject your visa, so you better buy one. Here, who will cover the trip expenses? I put here personal. You should also choose it. And payment method, choose either cash or credit card. Credit card is fine because here there are so many places you can pay with the card. And at the end, you need to confirm that you declare that above statements are true. That's why this insurance is very important. Make sure to buy it before you arrive. And once you click next, it will take you to the review application form process. There you will see all the informations that you just filled in. So make sure to double check if it's correctly written, your name, your date of birth, passport number, your email, and so on. And after, you will be redirected, if you click next, to the payment method. You can pay by card, credit card. I used Revolut to pay. It was $25, and after you pay, you will receive an email confirmation that it was paid and that the visa is under process. And you will receive also with this email like a code, like letters and numbers. So this code you can later copy and paste to this Vietnam e-visa Gov VN to check what's the status of your visa process. So if you know you are coming to Vietnam, let's say on the 1st December, and we have now 27th of September, start applying for your visa right now, way in advance, just to give this buffer, this time for you to have this visa accepted. I started applying for my first visa 2 months before coming to Vietnam because I was scared that if it will be rejected, it will take me like up to 1 month. Alright, that's everything about the visa process. If you have any questions or struggle to fill out the form, let me know in the comments below and I will try to help you out. And if you are planning to stay in Vietnam for longer and want to rent an apartment, check out this video out there where I'm showing my 2 apartments in Da Nang with price breakdown and sea view and everything you need to know. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. Thank you for watching. See you. Bye.